Good afternoon, everyone. We are now live in MechaniWeb's Facebook page and also in LinkedIn Live. We are now live in MechaniWeb's Facebook page and also in LinkedIn Live. Hold on, mukhang may nag-feedback. Hold on, mukhang may nag-feedback. Okay, ang event natin for today is MS Excel Dashboard Development online training. So sa mga hindi pa nagre-register, huwag pong kalimutan mag-register. Okay, and then inviting you to like and follow Excel Hub training services for excellent Excel training, and also they have YouTube channel Excel Hub. Okay, ang instructor natin ngayong araw is si Miss Roxanne Lineses, no? She is a freelance dashboard reports developer, data analyst, and MS Excel trainer. Yan. Good afternoon, Miss Roxy.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone.
Ayan.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone.
Ayan, good afternoon, Miss Roxy. Ayan, may nag-e-echo. I just need to... Ayan, good afternoon, Miss this one. Ayan. Okay, ayan, hello. Good afternoon po. Ayan, Coach Roxy daw. So, inviting you to connect with Jomark Bakiran on LinkedIn. So, I think kaya LinkedIn user yung lumalabas kasi hindi kayo connection. And then, hi kay Sir Adrian Paligar. Ayan, good afternoon po. Ayan, Miss Roxy, ang ating trainer and tuturo niya yung Excel reporting. Ayan. Miss Roxy, ano pa po ba yung ating kumbaga topics or objectives for this training? Ano yung aasahan ng ating viewers?
Yeah, I have a slide for the agenda today. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you again for inviting me to discuss about Microsoft Excel dashboard development for beginners. So we're gonna talk about the foundation of dashboard reports. Usually, kasi sa dashboard, it's all about how you manage your database. No, so we're gonna discuss that later. And we're going to be creating a dashboard report using advanced features of Office 365. So let me know if what version you guys are using. Pero as long as you are using version 2013, 2016, 2019, or Office 365, I think pwede nyo naman siyang magawa. And we're also going to discuss the basics of data visuals and ano yung mga hindi dapat ginagawa when it comes to reporting. Okay. All right. So I would like to share this skill with everyone who are watching right now. Kasi it's a bit sa Upwork kasi there are a lot of in-demand jobs, no? Tapos sa dashboard development, may mga minsan offers na nare-receive ako ever since I changed my title to dashboard developer. So this is a sample invitation from a client, no? And if you're gonna read this one, meron tayo ditong makikitang note na make my dashboard look nicer. So I just really thought that that client is just a bit strict when it comes to data visuals. Pero when I receive another one, meron din siya ditong note na if you don't have any experience making dashboard look pretty, please don't apply, sabi niya. So that's when I started teaching how to basically organize your reporting in Excel and how to make it very presentable, and yung readability niya is very, very important. Kasi if you're just being too technical sa Microsoft Excel without even creating a understandable report, so medyo hindi yan mapapakinabangan ng mga readers, no? So it's really important that aside from being too technical in Microsoft Excel, that you know how to do data visuals and making sure that your report is readable, no? So, based sa observation ko, pinakamababa yung $50 to $300 na offer for dashboard development. There are some cases na you can do a dashboard in 1 hour lang, depende sa complexity ng raw data. So, the dashboard report before, kasi nung nagre-reports ako ng 2007 pa, kasi 2007 when I started creating reports for a BPO company. And ang napansin ko is hindi naman dashboard yung tawag dati. We just call it performance report o kaya naman scorecard, no? So, when I did some research, recently nagkakaroon ng mga different CRMs or platforms or reporting platforms. And if you're gonna navigate it, you will see, or you will always see, the term dashboard. And galing pala siya sa automobile dashboard na concept. And siguro yung mga drivers dyan will be able to confirm that while you are driving your car, at a glance mo lang pwedeng tingnan sa dashboard kasi you cannot really parang stare at your dashboard for more than 3 seconds kasi kailangan mo mag-focus sa daan, no? Pero kahit na at a glance lang yung tingin mo sa dashboard, you are able to pick up a lot of information because your dashboard or your automobile dashboard is basically represented with different colors. It's represented with numbers, no, which is easy to understand, no. So if you see na nag-alarm yung engine problem or wala nang gas, you can easily pick that up within 1 to 3 seconds lang siguro sa automobile dashboard mo. And syempre, sa mga drivers, and if you are able to see na, oh, meron palang seatbelt na hindi nakalagay, merong palang nakabukas na pinto, wala ka na palang gas, you are able to pick up how your car is performing kasi you will be interrupted if you're not gonna do some actions. And pumapasok dyan yung sa reporting naman ng business, no? So para siyang driver, and sa business naman, sila yung mga business owners. Yung mga business owners, they need to have reports for decision making, no? Kagaya ng mga drivers na kung wala ng gas, kailangan nila magpagas kasi hindi pwedeng ma-interrupt yung driving nila. Same with the business owners, they need to see reports like this na di-discuss natin later, and which is necessary for decision making, no? Kailangan nilang mag-decide for their business, kailangan nilang malaman ano yung mga hindi mabenta and what they will have to come up with kasi it will affect the performance of their business, no? So doon siya na derive. It basically provides at a glance view of KPI metrics, yung mga dashboards na yan. We're gonna be using Microsoft Excel, pero siguro we can have, siguro in the future, we can have another session about creating a dashboard online naman using Google platform. All right. So we're going to be creating something like this. And so basically, you're just going to use the slicers to slice and dice your data. And this is something na consolidated na, kaya you can quickly switch from one year to another. If you want to view different countries' performance, you're just gonna have to use one single dashboard. This was created by one of our students, and palagi ko siyang dinedemo sa mga webinars kagaya nito. So, again, we're gonna be creating something like this. Siguro hindi ganito yung data visuals kasi yung gumawa nito is also a graphics designer. Pero we're gonna create naman something similar to this, no? Okay. All right. Just also would like to show the good and like the good and the bad or the ugly sa reporting, no? Ito yung the bad and the ugly na part. Usually kasi meron sa atin na gumagawa ng reports na okay, I know how to use pie chart, I know how to create pie chart, pero they're not actually trying to consider the readability of their report. If you will notice here, you have, I think, more than 6 categories. And as recommended, when you are planning to use pie charts or donuts, for example, or 3D pie charts, ang recommended is 6 categories lang. Ibig sabihin, 6 slices lang or you only have 6 categories doon sa report mo, and that's going to be your confirmation na pwede kang mag-pie chart or mag-donut. Pero kung lumampas na siya ng 6, like for this one, parang almost 10 categories na siya, hindi na siya recommended na ipa-pie chart mo pa siya kasi like this one, nag-overlap na yung mga data labels or possible na yung slices are too thin na hindi mo na mapapansin yung mga ibang metrics mo. Also, when you are creating a dashboard, it's always about choosing the right chart type, no? So if you are trying to present a monthly report, so we cannot use a pie chart for that. Kasi if you're gonna use a pie chart like this one, para sa akin yung unang tingin, parang pare-pareho lang yung laki ng slices nila. No, so you will not be able to see how you perform from January to December, for example, kasi mali yung chart type na ginamit mo. And when you are talking about time series, kasi sa reporting, di ba, we have different set of data. We have, meron tayong tinatawag na categorical, meron tayong tinatawag na mga time series. Ayan, di ba? So, kung time series, ibig sabihin, you're talking about presenting monthly reports, quarterly, yearly reports, daily or weekly reports, no? And as much as possible, if you're gonna present time series data, I would recommend line chart or column or clustered column charts, no? Yung mga pie charts kasi usually ginagamit yan for comparing different categories lang. Hindi kasama yung months doon, comparing different months, no? And let's say you are trying to compare Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, ayan, categorical yan. You are trying to compare different products, different departments, different countries, ayan, categorical yung mga yan. And you can use yung mga ibang chart types like bar, o kaya naman yung mga column, pie charts, donuts, or area, no? This one naman, an example of a report na bagsak sa readability. So, basically, hindi mo na siya ma-interpret. And if you remember kanina, I was talking about the automobile dashboard, no? That you can actually just understand how your car is performing by just looking at your dashboard within 1 to 3 seconds. So sa reporting naman, we have a 10-second rule, no? So if you are not able to interpret one chart within 10 seconds, it means that it's time to simplify. It's time to eliminate some of the unnecessary fields dun sa reporting mo kasi bagsak na siya sa readability. So, syempre, when you are creating a report for your client, di ba, parang bibigyan mo ba siya ng sakit ng loob or sakit ng loob, sakit ng ulo, di ba? Kasi parang nahihirapan siyang i-interpret yung report mo. So, mas madali if you are actually creating simple reports for your readers, pero depende rin yan sa readers mo, no? And make sure na mas madali siyang intindihin kasi busy sila masyado yung mga clients natin. So you have to be like helping them get the reports na mas madali nilang ma-interpret kasi yan yung responsibility ng mga reports developer or analyst. So what do you have to consider when you are creating a dashboard? Basically, unang-una is the historical data. I've seen some users who are creating reports na meron silang report, ang laman niya lang is January. And if they want to view how February performed, lilipat pa sila sa isa pang file. So palipat-lipat. So 1 month data lang palagi yung laman nung ano nila. So medyo magkakaroon ka ng problem sa comparative reports. You will not be able to compare how you performed last month compared to the current month ng ganun kabilis kasi wala kang historical data. So I would recommend kung kaya din lang ng Microsoft Excel ninyo mag-maintain kayo ng at least 5 years data, no? Yung iba, ever since yung start ng operation nila, nasa isang report eh. Pero meron namang way, baka sabihin nyo, paano kung bumigat yung file? Meron namang kasing way to separate the calculators, the raw data, from the report itself, no? Second is, consider your audience. Unang-una, sino ba yung end user ng report mo? Possible na senior level management ba yung reader ng report mo? Or kapwa mo analyst? Or yung mga rank and file? So, syempre, depende rin kung sino yung magbabasa ng reports mo, no? Also, when you are creating a report, considering your audience when it comes to design, kasi 'di ba, let's say you are creating a report and your favorite color is purple or pink. Tapos kinulayan mo ng pink yung dashboard mo. You used a floral background for your dashboard report. And yung pagsasendan mo pala or yung gumagamit pala ng report mo is lalaki pala, 'di ba? So medyo inappropriate yung ganun. So try to consider your audience. Siguro you can use two color combination or yung merong specific na theme. Hindi naman ganun ka-striking yung color or you can use kung ano man yung color brand ng client or ng company ninyo. Okay? Next is RAG or red, amber, and green. Kagaya ng automobile dashboard kanina na pinakita ko, it's represented by colors. So pag nakita mo na red yung umiilaw, di ba, it's alarming kaagad. So sa reporting, ganun din. Red means a failing score or hindi na-meet yung target, hindi na-meet yung goal. Green is something na pwede ka pang mag-relax kasi pumasa yan. Okay pa, no? Okay yung metrics, na-hit niya yung goal or passing mark siya. And then, amber naman is something na, oops, you have to monitor kasi possible na yung metrics na to is bumagsak towards the end of the month. Ayan, for example lang, possible na walang naging improvement from last month to this month. Ayan, yan yung ibig sabihin kapag amber, no? Para siyang 50-50 yung status niya. Trendline naman is something that can help you guys interpret your line charts or clustered column charts more easily. Papakita ko naman yan later. And especially if you have like unstable na pagtaas at pagbaba ng sales, for example, usually hindi mo maintindihan kung towards the end of December ba from January is nag-increase ba yung sales mo. So basically, you will be adding a trend line, no? For you to determine if there is a significant improvement on your sales towards the end of the year. Next is, what are you trying to communicate? There are reports who are actually for creating different trending. Meron namang reports na for comparison purposes lang. Meron namang reports na iba-iba yung pwede niyang story na ibigay. When you are creating a report kasi, it's like doing a storytelling. So, you should be able to pick up, okay, this is how we performed last year. Ano yung hindi natin ginawa this year? Bakit tayo mababa or bakit mababa yung revenue this year? So, you should be able to pick up like stories from your reports, no? And yun naman ang secret ng reporting. Hindi yung you're just trying to be very technical and ang dami-dami mo nang nilagay na features ng charts mo. You are forgetting to simplify the report for your readers, no? All right. So Let me know, guys, if you have any question, but that's the end of my introduction for the dashboard. We're gonna be using Microsoft Office 365. So, ayan. So, I'm using Microsoft Office 365. So, halos kamukha lang siya ng 2016 or 2019 version. Ang nagkakaroon lang ng major changes sa versions is yung sa bandang data area, no? So, I have here a sample raw data na I usually use for our classes sa Excel Hub. And I have here 2018 sheet. Meron tayong 2019 and 2020. I hope the share screen is clear on your end. Let me know kung medyo malabo para pwede kong lakihan yung ano niya. Ayan, sige. Lakihan na lang natin. Okay. So, um, one of the observations na napansin ko sa mga Excel users is mahilig silang gumamit ng workbook na ang dami-dami niyang sheets. Usually, they will have like, meron silang January, tapos meron silang February, ganun. Tapos meron silang March. As makita mo, they have different sheets from January to December, which is, I think, not recommended for managing a database kasi hindi siya consolidated, no? And that's not actually a good practice. Yung iba naman, they try to create one sheet for each day, di ba? E di sobrang dami na ng sheets mo nun. Yung iba naman, they create different sheets for different departments, o kaya different locations. Pero if you're gonna check the content of their raw data, pare-pareho lang yung header. Ang nangyayari is inihiwa-hiwalay lang nila. I don't know why. Siguro sa kanila it's easier to read. Pero if you're gonna produce a report with that kind of raw data, medyo challenging, medyo tedious kapag ganon. And may hirapan ka sa reporting, no? So let me just delete those. Ayan. So what we're gonna do is to consolidate the data that we have. Since we have naman a date column, so we don't need to take note of the year, no? So etong 2019, dikit na lang natin siya. I'm just gonna highlight this one. Transfer lang natin siya dito sa 2018 na sheet. Tapos yung 2020 din, ilipat lang din natin. I'm pressing Control Shift down to highlight hanggang sa baba and Control X to basically cut the data and copy paste it here. Ayan. So I think I can delete na itong dalawang sheets, no? This is just a basic process of consolidating your raw data. So if you have that workbook na hiwa-hiwalay yung sheets, no, it's time to learn how to consolidate. So it's easier for you guys to build a report. So let's just check and save this as an Excel workbook. Okay, okay naman. So I thought it's in CSV format. So let's call this sheet or raw data. And when you are managing raw data, it would be better if you format it as an Excel table. So there are actually two ways, no, on how you can convert this to an Excel table. So you can just click anywhere inside your raw data kasi Excel will be able to detect where your data is naman. Basta nandyan yung cursor mo. Kasi kung nandito yung cursor mo, you will not be able to quickly create your table kasi wala siyang madedetect sa area na to. So ipasok nyo lang yung cursor dito sa loob. So there is format as table here. Okay? Or yung iba naman, they use insert tapos table. Alright? So the shortcut for that is Control T for tango. Ayan. Alright? So you will have here a dialog box, and syempre, when you are working in Excel, mas okay kapag bine-verify mo palagi yung mga numbers and ranges sa worksheet mo. So for example, for this one, sabi niya, where's the data for your table? It would be better if you just quickly scroll down and double check na lahat ng data mo is na-capture, which is in this case, yes naman, dahil we have 1,300 five records, no? Pero 1,306 including the headers. So that's all good. And we have headers naman which can be found in row 1. So if you check our row 1, we have your transaction, state, date, product, wholesale, units sold, and product code. So, yun yung mga headers natin. So, dapat naka-check yung my table has headers. If you're not gonna tick that, yung box na yan, Excel will be creating the column headers for you. Okay? So, kung meron ka namang headers, mas okay na naka-check siya. So, this is all good. We're gonna click OK. And this is basically an Excel table na, no? Hindi na siya regular range. Kanina kasi regular range lang yon. Some of us, medyo sanay sila sa manual na pagbo-borders. Yung iba, what they actually do is, ayan, they add borders. Usually, they add colors pa, bold letters, center alignment. Usually, yeah, very manual process. Pero Excel was able to automate that for us. So it would be better if you just convert that to an Excel table. You guys can click insert in table again, or you can click format as table here. Okay? And guys, let me know if you have any questions or if mabilis yung discussion. Okay? All right. So next is once na this is activated as Excel table na, you will have another ribbon here sa taas, no, another menu tab, and you have set of options here that you guys can use. So if you cannot locate yung design tab, usually design yon, no, yung if you're gonna click that Excel table, design yung lumalabas if you are not using 2019 or 365. So, either design siya or table design. So, nasa labas yung cursor mo if you can find it. So, you have to click inside your table para mapalabas mo tong table design. And dito sa bandang dulo, you have here table styles that you guys can use. No, if you don't want yung blue, pwede nyo siyang palitan from light, medium to dark shades. Okay? So, yeah. Tapos, to remove the grid lines, etong mga grid lines na to, kasi para sa akin, si Excel is like a canvas, no? So, what I normally do when I'm working with spreadsheets, inaalis ko kaagad yung grid lines. Eto. Ayan. Okay, under siya ng view tab, tapos grid lines. Mas malinis siyang tingnan. What I like about Excel tables is the features na meron siya. You have the filter button kaagad. Filter button, usually, you can use that to quickly sort your data from smallest to largest, or you guys can filter what you guys want to see lang dun sa data mo, no? Let's say you want to see product lang na bio waste kit, you can quickly filter that out. Ayan, or just clear your filter. You can sort this from A to Z or Z to A. Yan yung isa sa mga feature ng filtering sa Excel tables. Yung iba naman, they use banded rows. Ayan, if you disable banded rows, yan yung magiging output niya. So, banded columns naman, yan yung output niya. Okay? The first column and the last column, basically, hina-highlight niya lang yung first and last column. And then, for the header row, ayan, inaalis niya yung header row, and I don't see the reason why you have to do that. And total row naman, if you're gonna click this total row, you will be having another row sa pinakadulo, and it will give you an option to quickly select a function of your choice. Let's say average. You want to get the average of this area here. Ayan, pwede mo siyang i-click na lang. So, hindi mo na siya gagawan ng formula. If you want to get the maximum value, the minimum value, so you guys can do that. So, we're gonna remove this kasi di natin siya kailangan for our data. So we're gonna be adding another column. And what I like about Excel table, it's automatic na siyang format if you add another header. So we're gonna multiply wholesale price with the unit sold. And because you are working inside an Excel table, your formula is an easy nomenclature format. So makikita mo mismo yung header name instead of the cell reference or the cell address, no? Instead na E2 times F2 yung makikita mo, you will be seeing here the headers. And if you press enter, it will automatically perform a flash fill hanggang sa pinakadulo ng table mo. Okay? We're also gonna add helper columns lang, extra columns lang for month. Let's say if you want to have a yearly report and comparison of your sales from Monday to Sunday. And after this, we're gonna build our dashboard na. So, ito yung mga tinatawag nilang helper columns. Ako, as a best practice, I highlight them with different colors sa database ko. Just a reminder sa sarili ko na yung mga columns na to, hindi pwedeng mabura kasi may mga formulas dyan. So, I call them helper columns. So, we're gonna use the text function naman to convert this date, okay? Itong date column natin to yung words na January to December. So we only have two arguments to use, no? Again, that's equal sign text, open parenthesis. We can get this date. And we're gonna convert that to January na in words to December. So we're gonna be adding 4-letter M's. It doesn't really matter kung lowercase na M or uppercase, no? Okay lang, kahit na small letters. So if you're gonna press enter, yeah, you will have January to December, which is basically based on this column. Okay? So ayan, in words na siya. So if you want a shorter one, pwede mong bawasan yung 4-letter M's to 3-letter M's na lang. Okay? So for the year naman, we're gonna use apat na letter Y's. Okay? Para siyang kapag nag-fill out kayo ng form, meron tayong MM/DD/YY, di ba? So, yeah. Okay? Ayan. For the day, we're gonna use letter D naman or dog. Ayan, for our Monday to Sunday na output. Alright, so basically kung ano man yung nasa loob ng double quotation marks, no, yun ang sinusundan ni Microsoft Excel. So if you want the format na DD, YYYY, ayan, susundan niya lang. So if you want naman na merong slash, pwede rin. So kahit na anong ilagay mo na format, following MMDDYY, tapos nasa loob siya ng rabbit ears or quotation marks, ipa-follow naman yun ni Microsoft Excel. Okay, so if you want na sobrang haba, let's say, ayan, so ito yung magiging output niya. Basically, yung dalawang letter D would be the number, yung date mismo, tapos yung apat na letter D is from Monday to Sunday. Tapos yung comma dito is just extra symbols na I would like to add for my date format. Okay? So let me know if that's okay. All right. Just checking if you have any questions. All right. So I think balik lang natin itong ating date. Okay? Let me know if you have any questions, guys. Pa-comment na lang. Since we have the helper columns and we were able to activate Excel table feature dito sa ating database, I think we're good to go in creating our pivot reports and dashboard, no? So our first step would be to basically make sure that your cursor is inside your table and just click pivot table here or recommended pivot tables. mas okay ako sa mga from scratch kasi you will know how to basically format your pivot reports. And kaya mas madalas kong ginagamit yung pivot kesa kay recommended pivot tables. So we're gonna click pivot tables and this is your table 1. Yung table 1 mo is this one, no? Yung ginawa natin kanina. And we're gonna add a new worksheet kasi wala pa naman tayong sheet for our pivot table reports. And basically, our pivot table reports is just to create a quick summary or short summary of your database, no? Kasi sobrang dami ng numbers kanina. Just to create summary, we're gonna be using pivot table kasi yung nagma-manual kayo na sinasum nyo yung mga per year or per month. So, mas okay if you're gonna be using PivotTable reports. If you are using PivotTable reports, it's like you are using the functions sum ifs, average ifs, and count ifs, no? Yun yung parang functionality niya. Yun yung equivalent niya sa formulas. Nung nasa 2003 version pa kami, more on wala pang pivot reports dati. So, ginagamit namin count ifs, sum ifs, and average ifs. So, this is our blank pivot report and dito nasa right side is yung ating fields. So, we can actually start creating our summary report na. So, you have here yung mga column headers mo kanina and dito sa baba where you can place them, no? So, I would recommend na if you are working with filters, columns, and rows, yan yung mga categorical na raw data. Categorical meaning siguro yan yung mga state, product, ano pa ba? Si month, pwedeng maging categorical, pero time series din siya at the same time. Okay, product code is also a categorical. The rest, like wholesale price, unit sold, and sales are values, no? Tapos, ito yung mga time series natin. Okay? So, let's say, for example, for creating a simple report in Pivot, you guys can click state. I-click nyo lang siya and drag dito sa rows. So, bakit ko siya sa rows nilagay? If you prefer it sa columns, yan yung output niya. Okay? Ano sa palagay nyo yung mas readable or mas madaling basahin? So, trial and error naman yan. No? It's so totally up to you kung sino yung gumagawa ng report to maintain readability at the same time. So, we're gonna drag sales dito sa values naman para we can come up with the total sum of sales for each of the state, no? Okay? All right. Next natin, ako ginagawa ko, fino-format ko na yung aking pivot reports before ko siya i-duplicate. So, ginagawa ko, pumupunta ako sa design so I can click show in tabular form. Show in tabular form, ayan, lumabas yung state. No? Kanina kasi naka-row labels yan. So, outline, compact form, ayan, naka-row label siya. So, pwede mo siyang i-click yung tabular form para lumabas yung pangalan niya. Actually, hindi talaga yun yung purpose niya. Lumalabas lang siya na ganun kasi we only have one row. Pero kung mapapansin nyo, meron tayo ditong product, for example. If you're gonna convert that to compact, ito yung format niya. Naka one column lang siya, si state at saka yung mga products, no? Pero kapag kinonvert mo siya to outline naman, lumalabas na nakahiwalay na ng column yung state at saka hiwalay na column yung ating product. Alright? Tapos, ito yung sales natin. Pero, yung ating outline form is nasa taas yung subtotal niya. Okay? Ang difference naman niya sa tabular form is nasa baba yung subtotal. Which is, mas sanay tayo sa mga totals na nasa ibaba. Kaya I would recommend na i-tabular form na lang siya. Okay, so yun, pinakita ko lang. We can quickly remove a field here by just dragging this out. Okay, and pwede nyo na siyang i-format to a currency format. Let's remove the decimal places kasi pag sobrang haba, nag-overlap na siya with the other values dun sa charts. Tapos, pwede mo na siyang i-format. Ito usually yung ginagawa ko sa reporting. Pwede mo siyang i-type dito na sales. Okay? And one more thing na ginagawa ko is pivot table options. Dinidisable ko yung auto-fit column widths on update. Kasi ang nangyayari is ina-adjust ni Excel yung size ng column automatically depende sa haba ng text na laman ng cell. No? So I don't want yung malikot yung aking worksheet kaya dinidisable ko siya. Also, I also make sure na sa pivot table options, dinidisable ko yung save source data with file. Tapos ini-enable ko yung refresh data when opening the file because in that way, hindi magiging mabigat or malaki yung file size ng Excel file mo na merong pivot table reports. Okay, so para siyang pampaliit ng file to simplify that. So, since this is good, we're gonna copy-paste this na lang para hindi ko na uulitin lahat ng mga format na ginawa ko kanina. So, that's just a best practice na ginagawa ko. So, we can copy-paste this ng 4 times pa. Okay? Yeah. So, we're gonna create 5 charts lang naman today. So, since we have 5 reports na, palitan lang natin yung view kasi naka-by state siya lahat. So, etong by state na to, alisin natin yung, ayan. And we're gonna change that with product instead. Tapos yung ating third report, alisin natin yung state. And let's use yung month para meron tayong monthly report. So, ito yung monthly report mo. Ito yung product sales report. Ito naman yung sales mo by state, no? This one, let's use year. Ayan, no? So, drag and drop lang naman siya. Tapos this one, let's use Monday to Sunday. Tapos i-add natin yung units sold dito sa values natin. So, basically, dito sa ating panglimang report, ito yung pivot report natin. Dalawa yung values niya. So, meron siyang sales and meron siyang units sold. Okay? So, yeah. Meron na tayong 5 pivot reports. So, itong mga reports na to, sinummarize niya yung nasa raw data mo. Kumbaga, inad niya na lahat. Pero paano mo malalaman kung sum yung na-perform na calculation? Pwede mo naman siyang i-right-click. Meron tayo ditong summarize values by. So, naka-check yung sum. Ibig sabihin, sum yung calculation na na-perform doon sa report mo. I would recommend na always check that. Baka mamaya hindi mo na malayan na naka-average pala siya or naka-count pala siya. So, mas okay if you're gonna check yung calculations na pinerform ng pivot report mo. Okay? In this case, meron tayong unit sold and sales. Dalawa yung ating values. Okay? You will see dito sa bandang pang-apat na box, dalawa yung ating values. So, pwede mo naman siyang pagpalitin. Okay? So, again, hindi ko naman sinasabi na dapat sa rows lahat, sa columns, ganon. So, depende yun sa reader. Kasi, let's say this one, copy ko lang siya dito. Kapag nilipat mo yung month sa columns, ayan yung magiging output niya. And kung hindi mo siya gusto, pwede mo siyang ibalik sa rows, di ba? So, again, depende yun sa inyo. So, I would recommend if you are working with pivot table reports, mag-explore kayo dito sa areas, itong 4 na areas na to. Try nyo lang mag-drag and drop ng maraming mga fields dyan. Pero para makita ninyo yung output, no? Para makita ninyo ano kaya mangyayari kapag ganito. So, it's always best to explore things that way. Tapos, you guys can, let's say, click yung product. Ito yung output niya. Kapag nilagyan mo pa siya ng isa pang field, ayan. So, medyo confusing na siyang tingnan. So, kung hindi na siya, tapos sobrang haba na niyan. 'Di ba? The reason why you are creating a pivot report is to create a summary, pero eto kung sobrang haba naman niya, parang hindi na siya mukhang summary, no? So, yan. Always remember na pwede naman kayo mag-create ng another pivot report na lang para hindi kayo makagawa ng mga ganitong complicated na reports, no? So, yan. Baka kasi punuin nyo itong rows na area. Alright? So, there. Okay. So, again, our first report is sales report by state. Meron tayong sales report by product, sales report by month, yearly sales report, and meron tayong comparison ng sales versus units sold from Monday to Sunday. Pero siguro palitan natin to, switch natin. Gawin ko tong year. Ito na lang yung by day. Okay, so yeah. Switch lang natin. Okay. Next is, we're gonna produce, ito pala guys, itong PivotTable Fields, di ba lumalabas siya if I click a pivot? So, you can click itong, let's say, accidentally yung na-close itong fields. So, i-right-click nyo lang and meron tayo ditong show field list. Okay? So, close nyo na lang siya if hindi nyo na siya gagamitin. And you can also format your pivot table fields, pivot tables gamit itong design tab. Okay? Meron pa tayo ditong mga features na if you don't want the subtotals, if you don't want the grand totals, you can remove them or add them. Meron din tayong report layout. Meron tayong blank rows na features din na pwede nyo i-explore. Okay? Because we are limited to 2 hours lang kasi na session or less. All right. So, okay. So let's try to create your charts na. But before that, let's prepare our template muna para it's easier na lang later. So, ayan, we're gonna be adding a new sheet. Tapos, alisin natin yung grid lines. Usually, ginagawa ko, naglalagay ako ng background, no? If you're gonna click page layout and background, pwede kayo maglagay ng picture of your choice. Just click from file. Kung meron kayong gustong gamitin na background. Pero as much as possible, try to use yung mga plain lang. Wag yung mga background na ang daming mga nakasulat, no? But we're gonna use Bing search. Let's say, plain background. So kung nakakonect kayo sa internet, it will give you designs like this. Ayan. Na pwede nyo magamit for reporting. Let's try this. Medyo maliit siya. So, ang iniiwasan lang natin is yung magkaroon ng parang hati-hati yung picture. Nangyayari yun kapag sobrang liit nung picture na ginamit mo. Let's try this. Ayan. So, meron siyang background. Yung background, guys, sa buong worksheet na yan. Ayan, kaya malaki siya. No? Pero pwede ka rin maglagay ng picture na lang. Insert picture, tapos sa isang area lang siya. I-hide mo na lang yung mga sobrang columns and rows para hindi masyadong maging obvious yung background. And let's add lang a word art to start with. Let's say that's your title lang. Okay, tapos gawa lang tayo ng mga charts muna. So, I'm gonna click this pivot report, tapos go to pivot chart. And since this is a by state report, I think we're good to go sa pie chart naman. Okay, we're gonna use pie chart. Let's click this one. Insert pivot chart. We can use donut. Hindi ko nire-recommend yung 3D pie chart. Yung 3D pie chart kasi, di ba nakatagilid siya. So, kahit na pareho yung values ng dalawang slices, kung ano yung nasa pinakaharap mo, nagmumukha siyang malaki. So, medyo tricky siya. So, hindi ko siya nire-recommend masyado no, for multiple categories. So, donuts or regular pie charts. For our monthly report, ito yung monthly report natin. Just click that and pivot chart ulit. Madalas kong gamitin yung pang-apat, line with markers. Next, etong Monday to Sunday report natin, we can use a bar chart. So, gumamit tayo ng 5 klaseng chart types. For our yearly report, we can use a combo chart. So, sales natin is clustered column, unit sold is line with markers. Ayan. Okay, so we have 5 charts. Lipat natin sa kabila. I'm just pressing my control key right now and then click nyo lang lahat ng charts na yan. Cut natin. Lipat natin dito sa copy-paste lang. Ayan. Okay, so eto na meron tayong 5 reports, no? So, ayusin lang natin. Usually when I'm creating reports, ipo-format ko na muna siya. Pero para uniform yung sizes ng mga to, ito usually kapag nag-default naman, uniform yung size niyan. Pero yung nasa ilalim kasi, yung dalawang chart sa ilalim, we're gonna have to change yung sizes niya. So, subukan natin. Lagay muna natin. So, ginagawa ko, kiniklik ko yung dalawang chart. Tapos sa shape format, nagta-trial and error ako ng size, let's say 7.5. No? Ayan, dito lang siya sa shape format. Tapos meron siya ditong height and width. No? So 7.5 yung kanyang lapad. So mukhang nagsakto naman siya sa spaces natin. Okay? Baba natin konti. Okay. So, once na you have this, ay lumabas yung ano, may napindot ako kanina. Sorry. Ayan. So, once na ito na yung ating charts, yung ginagawa ko dito is sinaalis ko tong mga field buttons. So, hide natin yung mga field buttons na to. Kasi we're gonna be using slicers later on naman. So, hide natin. Okay? Tapos alisin natin itong mga legend sa gilid kasi yung mga may legend usually yung ano yan eh, maraming mga categories, no? Wait lang, i-open ko yung file. Okay. Alright, so next kong ginagawa sa charts is yung style. So I select yung style ng charts. Subukan natin. So just click itong parang paintbrush sa right side, no? So meron tayo ditong style na options. Which is yung ano niyan, long cut niya, eto siya. Pwede rin siya dito sa taas. Alright, so let's use this one na merong black background. Nakakasunod pa ba kayo? I think pwede naman yata panoorin yung replay nito. So, just not sure. Sana may replay. Okay. Let's add, kasi nawawala yung chart title nito. So, ayusin natin yung chart title ng iba. So, this is sales report by state. This one is by product. So, when you are creating the titles, I would recommend na descriptive siya doon sa nire-represent ninyong data. Huwag kayong gagamit ng title na one word lang. So, monthly sales report. Tapos kapag wala yung title niya, just click etong chart element shortcut. Okay? That's the chart element shortcut, etong plus sign. Or pwede rin siya dito sa design tab, add chart element. Ito mas marami siyang features. Ito kasi shortcut lang. So you can click chart title here para lumabas yung ano niya, yung box. Sales versus units sold. Okay? The legend, madalas ko siyang nilalagay sa taas kasi kapag nasa taas siya, mas nai-stretch mo yung mismong chart mo, yung combo chart mo. Okay? And when you are creating a report, data labels are very important. So, alisin ko muna yung legend dito kasi yung mga donuts, ayoko nang tumitingin ako ng mga color representations dun sa legend. Yung lumilipat-lipat pa ako ng tingin. So, ginagawa ko, nilalagay ko na dito yung data labels, no? So, dapat meron siyang naka-check na data labels. Yun yung mga numbers na nakikita nyo sa mga data points ninyo. Ayan. So, data labels, pwede nyo siyang ilagay sa inside end, outside end. Ayan, depende kung saan siya mas madaling basahin. Okay, basahin ninyo yung charts ninyo. Kung nahihirapan kayong makita yung mga font, then try to do something sa formatting para mas madali siyang mabasa. Okay, just remember yung readability ng report is very important. And what I'm gonna do is, para malaman ko kung ano yung mga colors na yan, syempre by state to, we're gonna right-click the data points. We're gonna click format data labels. We're gonna click category name here para lumabas na mismo dito sa ating pie chart yung pangalan ng mga slices na yan instead of titingin ka pa doon sa legend, no? Mas madalas kong ginagawa yan. Kaya kapag magpa-pie chart kayo, dapat 6 categories lang or 6 slices lang para readable pa din siya. Kung nasa 7 pataas na, hindi na siya recommended na ipa-pie chart or idodonut nyo pa siya. So, gawin natin the same here, data labels. Tapos, we can right-click, format data labels. If you will notice, eto, naka-percentage siya. Kasi kapag pie charts, di ba, usually percentage siya ng slice or ng cut niya. So, eto naman, siya, by sales, yung mga currency format siya. So, if you don't want yung currency format, kasi medyo mahirap siyang basahin, pwedeng i-click mo na lang yung percentage dito sa right side, tapos alisin mo na lang dito yung value. Tapos, just click the category name. Okay, this is for you guys to easily compare yung mga numbers. Ayan, 18%, 16%, compared yung mga thousands of numbers kanina. So we're gonna proceed with the rest of your charts, data labels above. Kung medyo overlapping na siya, this is what I'm talking about kanina about readability. Ito guys, overlapping na siya. So kapag ganun, wag nyo na siyang ipilit na lumabas siya na ganito kasi hindi na siya maintindihan. So pwede mo tanggalin yung data labels. You can try data table instead. Okay? Data table, tapos pwede mo na lang liitan siguro yung font size para mas makita mo yung values dito. Or siguro, pwede mong i-stretch pa ng konti yung sizes ng charts mo. So, let's try that. You'll need to unlock your device. Oops, sorry. That's for 6.5. Yan, stretch na lang natin siya ng konti para magkasya yung mga values natin. Okay, so eto hindi na siya magiging 7.5. Let's try 8.5 or 10.5. Oops, sobra yung 10. 9.8. Hindi kasi ako nagma-manual adjust ng size kasi kapag ginawa ko yon, hindi ako sure na pareho yung size ng dalawang chart. Kaya I usually select them and minamanual kong i-type yung height and width ng mga charts dun sa format option dito. Okay, yung height and width kasi mas accurate siya for me, mas uniform siya. So we're gonna add data labels. Okay? So kapag nag-add kayo ng data label sa combo chart, so there are two ways, no? I-click mo muna kasi parang nag-overlap na siya. So what you guys can do is click mo muna yung isang set, yung sales for example, and pwede mo siyang i-position. So click mo lang yung data labels, tapos punta ka sa inside base. Ayan. Tapos i-click mo yung labels ng line, tapos pwede mo siyang i-click yung above. Ayan. Para maghiwalay sila, hindi sila mag-overlap. Okay? So that's one tip. And this one, data labels, inside and outside. Ayan. Kung saan kayo mas komportable. Okay? Alright. So, adjust lang natin. Next is, we're gonna check lang ng konti. Oops. Alright. Yung sinasabi ko kanina na trend line, that's for your line chart, no? So let's say this is your line chart, hindi mo masabi kung stable ba yung pagtaas at pagbaba towards the end of the year. So what you guys can do is mag-add kayo ng trend line. So ito yung ating trend line. So you will see here a flat line na medyo pababa yung direction. Ibig sabihin, from January to December, pababa yung direction ng sales mo. Okay. So, when I'm creating a report, ginagawa ko, fino-format ko yung trend line. So, pwede mong palitan yung kulay. Let's say you want it red. If you want to change the dash type, ayan. So, makikita mo yung direction ng trend line mo pababa. So, you will quickly understand na, okay, hindi naging maganda yung performance ng sales natin. No? Yan yung purpose ng trend line. Okay? So next, let's add some interactive slicers. So what we're gonna do, pwede kang mag-select ng kahit na isang chart dyan. Tapos meron ka ditong analyze ribbon. Possible na hindi siya pivot chart analyze sa version na meron tayo. Possible na pivot chart analyzer, analyze lang siya. Okay? Basta nasa dulo yan usually. If you're checking or if you're selecting your objects sa Excel, lagi namang nasa dulo yung mga options na kailangan ninyo. Okay? Nasa dulo palagi yan ng menu tabs or ribbon ninyo. So we're gonna use insert timeline. Ito po yung insert timeline. Ito siya sa taas. So yung timeline natin, oops, sorry. Check natin. Date, format. Yeah. Hindi siya nag-date format. Doesn't have field. That's weird. Check lang natin, guys. Hindi daw naka-format na date yung ating date, which is, mukha naman siya naka-format. So, yan. Let's try to check lang. Mm-hmm. Using lang natin to. Lipat lang natin. I'm not sure what happened with the data, pero hindi daw siya nakadate. So, and Okay. Let's try again kung pwede na niya. Ayan. So if you click insert timelines, usually you will see just a single object here kasi hahanapin niya yung date doon sa raw data mo. So you're gonna click OK. And ito yung basically magiging control mo in switching from 1 year to another o kaya 1 quarter to another. So if you have this timeline na, you will see different months no from different years. Lakihan natin. Ayan. So meron siyang per month, per year. Okay? Ayan. Alright. And then meron tayo ditong option na report connections. So report connections, isa lang kasi yung nakaselect, pivot table number 1. Ibig sabihin, kapag ginamit mo yung timeline, possible na etong chart lang na to yung gagalaw. So para gumalaw lahat yung charts mo, makontrol sila lahat ng timeline, we can select everything here and click OK. Alright? So subukan natin siya if you're clicking March, April, May, ayan. So, nakikita nyo na nagmo-move lahat ng charts natin. So, if you want to see January, Feb, March, dinadrag mo lang etong bars dito sa taas para makita mo yung 3 months performance. No? You will see here na 3 months na lang yung breakdown niya. Okay? Alright, so if you want to see 6 months data, ayan, dinadrag mo lang siya. Now, if you want na per year naman, so pwede kayo ditong gumamit ng years. Actually, we don't need etong year na column kasi meron naman siya dito sa timeline natin. Okay? So, pwede kayo mag-switch for ano naman, year. So, let's say 2018, 2019. Ayan. So, basically, your dashboard is interactive na siya. Pwede kayong mag-switch from 1 year to another. Okay? Next, we're gonna add slicers. Yung slicers natin, ganun din yung procedure. Just select any of your chart and then go to analyze. Meron tayo ditong insert slicer. Okay? So, insert slicer and then we have different categories here like yung state, product, product code. No? Let's try that. Tapos ito yung mga magiging slicers mo. So, chinecheck ko yung height nito dito sa ribbon sa taas. Yung height niya is 1.78. So, i-replicate na lang natin yung height niya. .78. Doble. Okay. So, when you guys are creating your slicers, mas okay kapag accessible sila. Kaya, pinosisyon ko sila sa taas para mas madali silang ma-access. Okay? And make sure na nababasa yung laman ng buttons mo. So, kung ganito siya kaliit, hindi mo siya mababasang mabuti. So, you need to adjust yung lapad niya. Okay? Or, pwede natin siyang lakihan, tapos hatiin natin siya into 2 columns. Alright? If that's better. And then, pwede natin i-increase yung row height. Okay? Let's proceed with the product naman. So, mas okay ito na mas malaki yung mga buttons. No? Ang iniiwasan natin sa slicer, balikan ko lang, sa slicer is yung magkaroon siya ng scroll bar. Let's say, yan, sobrang laki ng mga buttons mo. So, magi-scroll ka pa, di ba? So, medyo hassle yon. So, we're trying to avoid that. Kaya, make sure na sakto lang siya dun sa box. Okay? Let's try this one naman. Split to 2 columns. Tapos, kapalan lang natin yung buttons. Alright? Yung product code, not sure kung kakasya siya sa 4 columns. Kasi pag 5 columns, ayan, medyo ano na siya. Bawasan natin to. Ayan, para magsakto yung mga product codes, no? So what we're trying to avoid when creating your slicers is yung magkaroon ng sobrang daming buttons. Yung iba kasi gumagawa sila ng slicer for everything. Let's say, kinlik nila tong chart na to, tapos naglagay sila ng slicer. Naglagay sila ng slicer for units sold o kaya yung sales. Ayan. So, pag naglagay ka ng slicer, sobrang dami niyan. So, medyo hassle siya. Hindi ka naman siguro mag-filter ng report na based dun sa sales amount, no? So, doesn't really make sense na magkaroon ka ng ganitong slicer. So, try to avoid creating a slicer na sobrang dami ng magiging buttons niya. Okay? Kasi dapat very accessible lang yung mga slicer na yan. Kasi pang filter ng report yan. So kung it will take time for you to filter something so that there's a problem with that. Okay? And para hindi gumalaw yung positioning ng mga, ayan, tulad yan, accidentally kung nagagalaw yung positioning ng slicer. So para mag-lock na siya in place, we can right-click the slicer and we can click size and properties. Just need to expand itong position and layout and just click disable resizing and moving para maging, ayan, di mo na siya ma-resize and ililipat lang position yung slicer na yan. Let's do that sa iba pang mga slicer na meron tayo. Pero for the timeline, hindi siya available. Ayan, naka-disable siya. I'm not sure why, pero hindi siya pwedeng i-lock in place. Okay, so next, i-clear natin. This is your clear filter button, no? So if you want, kasi let's say nag-select ka ng 2019, tapos para bumalik lahat ng data mo, i-click mo lang itong clear all or kaya naman yung ating pang-reset ng timeline or slicer. Okay? So, gawin natin yung report connections. Right-click report connections. We're gonna select lahat ng pivot tables na meron tayo para lahat ng charts mapagalaw natin using your slicers. You have to do that sa individual na slicer na meron ka. Okay? Hindi siya pwedeng once lang, tapos ma-apply na yan sa lahat ng slicer. Hindi siya ganon. Okay? So, testing natin if it's working. Alright, so if I select Australian Capital Territory, automatically your report is represented by ano na lang siya, Australian Capital Territory na lang siya, no? So let's say Queensland, if you click, let's say Victoria, ibig sabihin, ito yung monthly report ng Victoria. Okay? If you click Tasmania, ito yung yearly performance ng Tasmania. Alright? So, ganun siya binabasa. So, huwag kayong magtaka kung isa lang yung laman nito kasi this report is filtered by state kasi. Kaya isa lang lalabas, Tasmania lang siya. Alright? So, let's say you want to view naman multiple states. So, just hold your control key and select another state. So, ayan, makakapag-select kayo ng multiple states. O kaya naman, pwede mong gamitin itong multi-select option to click another button na isasama mo sa report mo. Okay? So, ayan. Nagwo-work itong multi-select na function ng para siyang you are holding your control key sa keyboard, no? Parang ganun yung purpose niya. Okay? Alright. So, next, what we're gonna do is i-group natin yung ating mga objects para if you need to transfer to another location, mas madali. So, ginagawa ko, hinuhold ko yung control key, tapos I will click lahat ng objects na meron ako. Yan. Tapos, we can select shape format dito sa taas, and we can click group. Ayan. So, once na nag-group na lahat ng object na yon, basically, eto na siya guys, naging parang isa na lang siya. No? So, ang mangyayari kapag nagta-transfer ka ng report sa ibang location, pwede pag gusto mo i-adjust ng konti, Ayan, sama-sama na siya. Hindi yung isa-isa mong ina-adjust yung mga chart mo. So, para na siyang naging isang buong object. Okay? Pero, pwede mo pa rin naman yan i-edit ng individual. Don't worry. Okay? So, magagalaw mo pa rin naman siya individually, yung report. Alright? So, let me know if you have any questions so far. Yung mga watchers, live watchers natin, do you have any questions? Let me know po. Wala pa tayong questions. Okay. Baka later. Alright. So, siguro let's try to adjust itong i-adjust na lang natin tong dalawang para ma-stretch yung ating line chart kasi hindi kasya yung mga numbers dito sa ating data table. Okay. Alright. So, ano pa ba yung mga features ng Excel 365 or yung mga advanced features? Actually, marami pa. We're gonna add another pivot report dito sa ibaba ng dashboard natin. Let's try that. Okay? So, before we do that, let's make sure na etong object natin is hindi natin siya, kumbaga hindi maapektuhan yung size and, let's say yung lapad niya, kapag nag-adjust ka ng column size. So, ang nangyayari kasi kapag nag-adjust ka ng column size, lumalaki din yung chart. So, we're gonna try to avoid that, no? Ito, ayan. Kunwari, nag-adjust ka ng column, sumasama pati yung chart. Okay? So, para maiwasan yon, we can right-click our object. Okay? Tapos, meron tayong format shape. Meron tayong properties na don't move or size with cells just to make sure na hindi maapektuhan. Ayan. No, hindi maapektuhan yung dashboard mo kahit na mag-adjust ka ng size ng column. So, isama lang natin, nakalimutan kong isama yung title doon sa grouping. So, i-group natin siya para, ayan, hindi rin siya maapektuhan. So, testing lang natin kung lalakihan ko yung column size. Oops. Bukan natin i-group. Ito siya. Size and properties, don't move siya dapat. Ayun. So, kahit nalinlakihan mo yung size ng column, hindi na naapektuhan yung objects mo. So, that's better. Kasi we're gonna add a pivot table dito sa baba. So, etong pivot table natin, gagawa tayo ng breakdown ng by month. Right-click, show field list lang. And then let's try by month. Nandiyan pa ba kayo, guys? Parang wala na akong kausap. Nandiyan pa ba sila? Ayan. Okay.
Nandito pa kami, ma'am.
Nagulat naman ako sa'yo.
Seryoso po yung pagtuturo eh. Kaya seryoso din lahat sa...
Seryoso din sila. Ayan.
Oo.
Okay.
Okay,
Sige.
full screen ko ulit
Wala
kasi hindi daw nila makita.
Sige, thank you. Ayan. Okay, let me know if you have any questions, guys, ha? Pwede akong mag-pause and just entertain your questions naman. Okay? So, ayan. We have here a pivot report na ang breakdown niya is by state and by month. So, doon sa ating field list, ang laman ng ating columns is month, tapos yung state natin nasa rows. Okay? So, yan yung ating setup. Alright? So, let's try na i-increase lang yung row height ng part na to and center natin. Vertical center. Alright? And then, mag-add lang tayo dito ng additional column. So, tanggalin natin yung grand total kasi hindi natin siya kailangan sa ating Sparklines. So, let's disable yung ating grand total. Okay? So, yung iba, gumagawa sila ng mga Sparklines sa report nila. So, if this is your source, for example, pwede tayong mag-add no, ng konting space sa taas. Yeah. Yung iba, gumagamit sila ng Sparkline. Nilalagay nila dito sa dulo ng pivot reports. Kaya lang yung challenge doon is kapag nag-select ka ng isang month lang. So, hindi siya, parang hindi siya naapektuhan. Hindi siya automatically mag-move, no? So, yung iba naman, naglalagay sila dito ng mga cells, no, per state. So, let's try to position it na lang here. Let's say, gawa tayo dito ng merge cells natin. Okay. Tapos, ito parang ano lang, tinatry lang natin gumawa ng mga boxes. So, let's say this is Australian Capital Territory. This one is New South Wales. This one is Northern Territory. Ito additional ano lang, parang tip lang if you would like to use the Sparklines, for example. Okay? Sa ano kasi sa ibang dashboard tools, meron kasing automatic na scorecards, no? Kagaya ni Google Sheets at saka ni Data Studio, meron silang scorecards. So gawin natin etong cell na to, we're gonna add a small parang trend line. So we're gonna click insert tapos line. Ito yung line. Okay? And location range natin is this one. Yung data range natin is etong January to December. Okay? So we're gonna click OK. And eto na yung output ng Sparkline mo. So if you're gonna zoom that out, yan yung itsura niya. Para siyang mini line chart, no? Na pinapakita niya lang. Sabi nila dyan, ECG daw. Maka daw siyang ECG. Alright, so you guys can do the same. So ulitin lang natin, you can click line, location range kung saan mo siya gustong ilagay. Yung data range is kung nasaan yung data na gusto mong i-plot. Okay, tapos pwede mo siyang kulayan dito. Pwede mo siyang lagyan ng markers. Okay, so yan. Location range, northern. Alright. Dito naman, iba yung lalagay natin. We're gonna use column. So, click mo lang yung column dun sa insert. Location range natin is this one. Our data range is eto pa din. Queensland naman siya. So, yun naman yung output niya. Okay. Column. Tapos, location range. Data range is Tasmania. Click OK lang. Gawin mo lang mas bright yung kulay para mas readable siya. Last one is this one. Location range. Tapos, ito yung coverage. Okay, so yan. Ito yung sparklines natin, ito yung column. So, para din siyang charts, pero this time, parang mini version siya. Ginagamit nila yan, especially kapag merong mga data na sobrang dami, kagaya nito. Kasi kapag gagawa ka dito ng column chart, for example, super parang complicated na siya, di ba? Ayan. Kapag chinart mo ito, ginawan mo ng chart ito, medyo parang hirap ng basahin netong chart mo. No? Ang dami na niyang colors masyado, ganun. So, yung iba magkakakulay pa halos. So, if you don't want to do that, pwede kayo magkaroon ng mga individual na sparklines and columns kagaya nito. Yung iba naman, ang ginagawa nila, ito I'm just adding additional features here. Yung iba ang ginagawa nila is katabi, no? Katabi ng ano. So, naglalagay sila dito ng, hide natin. Ayan, naglalagay sila dito ng additional column. Tapos dito nila nilalagay yung sparkline. Oops. So, ganun din yung procedure. You're just gonna highlight where you want to add your sparkline. Tapos sa insert, you're just gonna click line. Tapos yung data range mo is this one. And automatically, you will have here a sparkline of yung monthly performance report mo. Ayan. Okay? So, meron siyang parang individual na trend line. Okay? Which is useful for reporting din. Pwede kayong mag-Google, just type in Google na Excel dashboard with sparklines para you will have more idea kung saan pa pwedeng magamit yung sparklines, no? So, if you want to edit the data sa sparkline, you guys can edit the data here. So, pwede naman dyan, i-adjust niyo yung data, for example. Tapos, possible na etong mga pivot tables na to, possible na static sila. Ibig sabihin, hindi sila gagalaw every time na nag-slicer kayo. So, you have that option naman. Pero kung gusto niyo siyang gumagalaw, kasabay ng mga charts, pwede rin naman. So, just an FYI na whenever you're, check lang natin. So, FYI lang na kapag mag-add kayo ng panibagong data, for example, dito. So, let's say, kuha lang tayo ng sample data. Let's say, kunin natin tong part na to. Wala akong extra data. Ika-copy ko lang siya dito sa baba. Tapos automatic yung the rest of your, ito nagkaroon lang ng error kanina dun sa file ko eh. So, not sure what happened. So let's say nagkaroon ka ng panibagong data, whenever you're updating your dashboard, dapat yung raw data na lang yung ginagalaw mo or yung ina-update mo. Tapos yung dashboard mo, basically what you're gonna do is i-refresh mo na lang siya. Ayun, kagaya ng ginawa ko, nag-refresh all ako. Ito yung refresh all. Tapos gumalaw na, nag-update na siya. Or hindi ko sure kung napansin nyo ba yun or hindi. Pero gumalaw siya kanina. Let's undo that. Subukan natin ulit. Data tab, tapos meron tayo dito, refresh all. Okay? So, refresh all lang natin. Ayun. So, automatically yung dashboard mo, updated na kaagad siya. So, yung concept naman kasi ng reporting is yung pag-automate, no? Usually, if you know how to automate your report like this, na ibig sabihin pag automated is yung raw data na lang yung gagalawin mo going forward. Tapos yung dashboard is i-refresh mo na lang. Kasi ang reporting, hindi ka dapat like every month gumagawa ng report or every end of week or every day gagawa ka na naman ng pie chart. Hindi siya dapat repetitive, no? Paggawa kasi ng report is yon, once mo lang talaga you will consume a lot of time siguro sa pagbi-build yung ginawa natin kanina, yung umpisa na part lang na i-design mo yung dashboard mo. Yun yung kakain ng oras. Pero going forward, once na na-establish mo na yung dashboard mo, siguro gagawa ka ng report within 5 minutes na lang or 15 minutes or less kasi yung raw data na lang ang ginagalaw mo, copy-paste mo na lang yan, di ba? If you're going to download a raw data from a platform, tapos ika-copy-paste mo na lang siya and i-refresh mo na and your report is basically done and wala ka nang kailangan i-build pa na mga charts ulit kasi gawa na and na-automate mo na yung dashboard mo. Alright? So, yun. Let me know if you have any questions muna, guys. Do you have any questions? Or meron ba akong hindi na-discuss? Tahimik yung ating audience. How
Sige,
many
ma'am.
viewers do we have ba, Jomark? How many viewers do we have?
Ewan ko, nasa 40 ata tayo sa LinkedIn, sa
Sa
LinkedIn.
LinkedIn.
It's a milestone na kasi mahirap makakuha ng mga 20
Ayan.
sa LinkedIn kasi konti nakakaalam doon. So, ang galing po. Ah, siguro mag-play lang ako ng maliit na short video. Painumin po
Okay.
baka natuyuan na si Ma'am Rox ng
Water break.
laway, no? Oo, saglit
Okay.
lang, mga 2 minute, ma'am. Ipa-refresh lang natin si Ma'am Rox. Kasi dire-diretso Okay, okay. Ayan, and we're back. Ayan, we will be raffling LinkedIn career and the learning subscription to our lucky attendees. So again, it's a milestone. Nakita po namin sa sa registration form, maraming nag-register. And lahat po 'yan qualified mamaya sa ating raffle draw. Ayan. So kung nanalo po kayo, tapos nandito po kayo ngayon sa ating live stream, ay panalo kayo. Ngayon, kung wala po kayo ngayon, ayan, ipaparaffle natin ulit sa iba. So, ang mananalo po ay dapat nandito ngayon. Hindi kami iniwan ni Ma'am Rox, no? Okay? Ayan, so once more, thank you so much, Ma'am Roxy. Ayan, and yeah, giving the floor back to you.
All right. Thank you. Okay, so siguro a couple of additional features na lang. Actually, sobrang dami pang pwedeng i-discuss, pero we're limited to 2 hours. So, I would like to show another feature ng slicers. Let's say, for example, you selected New South Wales for the state, tapos meron tayo ditong product na storage cabinet. So basically, your report is about New South Wales lang. Itong mga charts na to is New South Wales lang yan, is specific to product na storage cabinets. But you will notice that dito sa part na to, yung product code natin, may mga makikita ka dyan na naka-grade out. No? Kapag naka-grade out siya, ibig sabihin, wala kang nabentang product code doon sa mga pinili mong state and storage cabinet. So yung mga naka-grade out dyan are buttons without data. Okay? So ibig sabihin, yan lang yung mga product code na available for New South Wales and storage cabinets. Pero we're gonna clean that up kasi medyo nakakaduling siyang tingnan. If you don't want to see the buttons without data, you can right-click etong mga slicer. Okay? So meron tayo ditong slicer settings. Sa slicer settings, you just have to enable yung hide items with no data. So if you're gonna click OK, ayun, nawala na yung mga buttons na wala naman talagang data. So mas malinis tingnan yung slicer mo. So just to be safe, you can do that and apply sa lahat ng slicer na meron ka. If ever lang na mangyari ulit yun, mas okay na i-set up mo na rin siya that way. Okay? Next, so let's say eto meron kang slicer na nakalagay is state, di ba? State, product. So if you want to customize the caption of your slicers, pwede mo siyang i-right click, slicer settings pa din, and just go to caption here. And meron tayo ditong pwedeng i-edit. So let's say select state. Ayun. So basically nag-update na siya dito sa caption area natin. Let's do that again. Select product. Okay, hindi naman siya required palitan if ever lang na you want to customize yung caption ng slicers ninyo, you can do that naman. Okay? Alright, let's reset our slicers. Baka kasi akala nyo nawala yung data. So, dito sa ating slicers, meron tayong by quarters din. If you want to switch or if you want to view quarter 1 to quarter 3 of your 2018, pwede yan. You want to view 4 quarters of 2019, or if you want to switch from one quarter to another. Okay? Ayan. So, pwede siyang by days. Kaya lang sobrang haba na niya kung by days. Alright? Ayan. Sobrang haba. Okay. So, usually ginagamit to years, quarters, or months. Alright? So, reset natin. So, whenever you are updating your report, let's say nag-i-slice ka, if you click etong slicer na bio waste kit, for example, bio waste kit yung ating filter. So, if you're gonna check your pivot reports, okay, etong area na to is naka-filter din siya ng bio waste kit. Kasi baka baka magtaka kayo, bakit nabawasan yung data nyo dito? So, basically, your slicers are controlling your pivot reports. It just so happened that your charts are connected doon sa pivot report. Galing sila doon sa pivot reports ninyo, kaya gumagalaw din sila. So whenever you're using your slicers, remember that your pivot and your charts are changing, ha? Kasi baka hanapin nyo yung mga data nyo dito. Ayan. So dalawa silang nagmo-move, no? Nakakonect kasi sila. Okay? So, yon. So, let's say, for example, just to review lang na naintindihan natin itong report na ginawa natin. Let's say, if I ask you a question na ano yung pinakamabentang product for Northern Territory na state. So, you're gonna click Northern Territory if your boss, for example, will ask you, ano ba yung pinakamabentang product ko sa Northern Territory? So, i-click nyo lang yung Northern Territory sa slicer and you will basically check etong byproduct na report mo. You will see na ang pinakamataas is yung Viper, which is nasa 20%. Okay? Nasa 20% siya. So, ganun siya binabasa. Let's say, from the different products, tingnan natin yung performance niya sa monthly. Ayan, if you see yung storage cabinet, very obvious na pababa yung trend line. Ibig sabihin, hindi talaga maganda yung naging performance niya from January to December. So, kung storage cabinets lang yung filter mo, ibig sabihin, you are looking at your data from 2018 hanggang 2020, no? So, 3 years yan. Kasi wala kang filter dito sa year. Okay, wala kang filter. So, yan yung performance. If you want to view yung buong performance ng storage cabinets, ito yung naging performance niya. Pabagsak talaga yung sales. Ayan, halos pabagsak siya. Ito si Spill Response Kit, almost flat na siya, no? Hindi siya nag-improve or pababa yung performance niya. Bio waste. Ayan, halos pabagsak lahat sila. Let's try to see Victoria, pababa din. Northern Territory, Queensland. Ito si New South Wales, no? Super straight na yung line, flat talaga siya. So, hindi siya nag-improve at all, pero hindi naman siya pabagsak. Okay? So, ganun binabasa yung report. For the sales versus units sold, this is basically a combo chart. So, kapag hindi siya naka-combo chart, ganito yung mangyayari kasi, change chart type natin. So, naka-secondary axis yung aking unit sold. So, ibig sabihin, meron ako ditong, teka lang nga, ilipat ko siya sa kabilang screen para I can draw something. Pa-add po ulit ng aking screen. Thank you. Ayan. Okay. So, lakihan ko lang. Lipat ko lang siya sa aking laptop kasi I want to draw something. So basically, if you will notice, etong 0 to 4,500 is para yan sa unit sold mo. Ito siya. Okay, yan yung kanyang y-axis. Now, etong 0 to 900,000 is para naman yan dito sa ating sales, no? So, kapag natin. Ayan. So, kapag nag-change chart type tayo, change chart type, tapos tinanggal mo yung secondary axis dito, ito yung magiging outcome niya. Hindi mo makikita yung unit sold kasi if you notice, yung value ng sales is from 0 to 900,000. So, malayo masyado yung difference. No? So, switch ko lang. Ayan. So, malayo masyado yung difference. Kaya parang nag-flatline na lang yung line chart ng unit sold mo. Kaya ginagawa is binibigyan siya ng sarili niyang secondary axis or yung y-axis niya, yung vertical axis. So, if you're gonna select that, click OK. So, eto na siya. Meron na siyang sariling vertical axis dito sa bandang right side. Okay, yan yung purpose ng combo chart. So, pwede kang magkaroon ng dalawang klaseng chart type sa isang chart. So, meron kang clustered column, tapos meron kang line chart. Okay? So, yan. So, let's say if you don't want this chart type, gusto mo magpalit, just simply right-click your chart. Meron tayo ditong change chart type, tapos pwede mong palitan ng chart type yung report mo. Ayan. If ever lang na you want to do that. Tapos, yung iba, kapag sobrang daming laman ng report nila, let's say, ito kasi we have 7 categories, no? Pero if you have a lot of categories, possible na mag-overlap etong mga labels na yan. So, ang ginagawa ko para magkasya pa rin at hindi mag-overlap yung mga labels, pwede mo siyang i-right-click, format data labels. Meron ka ditong option sa alignment. Sa text direction, pwede mo siyang i-rotate to 270 degrees. So basically, yan yung magiging itsura niya. To 270 degrees siya. Ginagawa to if ever na nag-overlap na nagpapatong-patong na yung mga data labels mo kasi you have a lot of data points, no? So yun, just a tip if ever lang na you will encounter that. Okay? So next, if you don't like this color, kasi itong color na to is default yan ng Microsoft Office, you can go to page layout, tapos meron tayo ditong colors. So you can switch from different color sets dito sa ating page layout. Ang kinaganda ng page layout na color feature is lahat ng mga slicers and charts mo na apektuhan na. So sabay-sabay na siyang nakukulayan. Compared if you're gonna do individual formatting, kasi 'di ba if you click this, meron ka ditong style, meron ka ditong color. So if you're gonna do that, paisa-isa kasi yung pagko-color mo, no? So medyo hassle siya. Tapos yung iba, pino-format nila yung slicer, just click your slicer and meron ka ditong menu sa taas. You will see here, meron siyang dark shades. Ayan. So, pwede mo pa siyang palitan into dark. Pero once na nagawa mo na siyang dark, pwede mo nang gamitin yung page layout na feature. So, you can go back to page layout, tapos pili ka na ng colors dyan. At least naka-dark shade na yung ating slicer. So, if you want green, yellow, you will notice na even your word art, yung title mo na dashboard report is also changing. And if you're gonna do this, the rest of your sheets, mapo-format din, no? Kasi yung page layout is applicable sa buong workbook ninyo. So, and if you want red, violet, if you want violet color, make sure na hindi lalaki yung boss mo. O mamaya magulat yung boss mo, yung report mo, very purple, very girly, no? So, don't do that. Ayan. Okay? So, you can use the colors na available dito. All right. tayo. Ayan. So let's say this is the color that you wanted. Also, you can use the themes. Meron din tayo ditong themes na pwede mong i-apply sa report mo. If you don't want yung colors, yung themes, medyo it will also affect your font style din. Okay? Ayan yung output niya. Ito yung wood type. Wisp. Ayan. So this is an easier way for you guys to quickly format your report. Kung ayaw nyo ng super plain yung itsura niya, okay din naman gamitin yung themes. Okay? Pero if you're gonna do this, make sure na naka-lock lahat. Kasi minsan kapag nagti-themes, gumagalaw yung size ng column. So make sure naka-lock na yung position, hindi na gumagalaw yung column sizes kagaya nung dinemo ko kanina. Ayan. Sobrang dami guys na design. So, ang kinaganda kay Excel is in-automate niya na yung mga designing na ganito. We don't actually need to manually format or beautify your report. Kasi 'di ba minsan ganun tayo sa Excel, 'di ba? We enjoy the designing very much kaya lang di mo na-realize na nagko-consume ka na ng maraming time sa designing, no? Kasi hindi ka dapat sa designing nagfo-focus ng hindi ka dapat sa designing masyado nagfo-focus, no, sa reporting, dapat dun sa analytics na part. So, kaya yung paggamit ng themes na ganito is very important so that you will you can save time, no, in reports development. So, I hope this is helpful, guys. This is something that a beginner user can do. Marami lang talaga siyang masyadong mga features na kinakalikot. And again, to recap everything that we have discussed, just remember that yung raw data ninyo, convert this to an Excel table by just clicking Insert and Table. O kaya naman, you can go to Home and you can click Format as Table para mas ma-enjoy mo yung advanced features ng Excel, no? Yung mga autofill and yung format. And once you are done with adding helper columns and analyzing your raw data, make sure na consolidated din yan. You can go ahead and format your pivot reports. So you can build your reports kung ano man yung breakdown na gusto mong gawin sa mga reports mo, no? So this is like 5 reports na ginawa natin kanina. And when you're creating reports din, make sure na hindi siya ganun kadami yung laman. Kasi ang mangyayari guys, kapag sobrang daming laman ng pivot mo, hindi mo na maintindihan yung chart. So subukan natin dito, maglalagay tayo ng, kasi baka hindi nyo napapansin, ay bakit ang gulo ng chart ko? Yun pala, yung ginawa mo dito sa chart na to is nilagyan mo ng napakaraming fields. So let's say may product siya, meron pa siyang state. So if you're gonna check your dashboard now, ayan na yung itsura niya. So hindi na siya pasok doon sa 10-second rule natin na just to recap is you should be able to interpret your one chart within 10 seconds, no? So kapag ganito yung itsura ng report mo, hindi na siya maintindihan, that's the time to simplify. Double check your pivot reports, baka sobra lang yung fields na nilagay mo. Okay? So you need to learn how to simplify. So for example, sa report natin by day, ayan, you will quickly determine, no, if you want to sort this pala, you can just right click and sort this to smallest to largest. Or kung mas okay sa inyo na naka-arrange siya ng Saturday, Friday, Thursday, ayan, hanggang Sunday, pwedeng hindi mo naman na siya isort. Pero yun, if you want to sort this, just right click and click mo lang yung largest to smallest para makita mo yung top 3 at saka yung bottom 3 performing na days. So if you're gonna sort your report, make sure na hindi kayo magsusort ng mga monthly reports kagaya ng mga yung yearly at saka yung monthly report, wag nyo silang isusort kasi magsha-shuffle yung mga months niya. So hindi mo na makukuha yung trending na kailangan mo. So do not sort yung mga monthly reports or anything that includes time series, all right? monthly reports, yearly, quarterly, do not sort them. Ang pwede nyo lang isort is yung mga categorical na report. So sorting is very important kasi you will quickly see na, okay, every Wednesday, Saturday, and Friday pala, mataas yung sales ko. So siguro pwede akong magpa-promo every Friday kasi marami palang bumibili sa store every Friday. And every Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, mababa yung sales. Bakit kaya? Dapat ba akong magpa-sale, magpa-promo ng every Sunday? So ano yung pwede kong gawin? Mag-add ba ako ng staff or anything like that? So that's where the decision making will come. The readers of the report will come up with actionable items from their end. So basically, ang responsibility lang naman ng mga analysts or reports developers to make sure na the numbers are accurate, merong consistency yung report, it's consolidated, merong historical data para naman they can come up with the right decisions. Just imagine if hindi ka careful sa reporting mo, gawa ka lang ng gawa without even understanding, without even validating your report kung tama ba, 'di ba? Kasi minsan once na na-build mo na 'to, you're still gonna have to validate it or you're still gonna have to double check the numbers pa din naman, no? Huwag kayong masyado magtiwala sa skill na meron kayo kasi possible na meron kayong accidentally na na-click and you don't know what happened that affected the numbers very much. So, doon na papasok yung mga konting analytics and numbers are very important. Hindi totoo yung numbers don't lie, no? Pero, di ba we always say that na numbers don't lie, no? Sa Excel, you need to learn how to validate the numbers as well. Kasi imagine kung payroll related yan or kung incentives related yan, it will basically affect the morale of the employees or kung sino man yung maapektuhan ng mga reports na ginagawa ninyo. So that's basically our dashboard report. Again, this is still basic, no? Kahit na medyo advanced na yung mga features na pinag-usapan. Advanced yung mga features, yes. Pero this is something that a beginner user can always create. In the past, we've trained a lot of students how to create something like this. Oops, nawala yung share screen. Ayan, in the past, we were able to train a lot of beginners to create a dashboard like this. Kasi imagine, hindi naman tayo nag-aral ng complex reporting. Hindi tayo nag-aral ng, complex na formulas. Hindi tayo nag-discuss ng mga mabibigat na formulas. Kasi napansin ko yung mga students, takot sila sa Excel because of the formulas. Ay, ayoko ng Excel, allergic ako dyan kasi ang dami-daming formulas. So, because of the advanced features that Excel is providing us, hindi mo kailangan maging super expert sa formulas to come up with a report like this, no? And guys, just imagine when I created a report like this for a client na if I'm not discussing how to do this, siguro I can do this in 30 or 1 hour, 30 minutes or 1 hour. And you can earn like minimum of 3,000 pesos or $50. Tapos kapag maraming masyadong data, pwede mo i-charge na $100 or $300. Depende, no? Kung sino ba yung magme-maintain ng report after mong i-build. So this is something that you guys can use as well for work, yung mga ways of reporting ninyo. But again, your raw data should also improve. Your database management skills should also improve kasi kung hindi ganito yung raw data ninyo, I don't think you can produce a dashboard, no? So, yep, so that's basically it. Let me know if you have any questions. I hope this is helpful for you guys. This is something na pwede nyong itry on your own. Let me know if you need a copy of the raw data. You can always reach out to Excel Hub Training Services if you want a copy of the raw data para pwede kayong mag-practice. I'm just not sure, Jomar, if they can watch a replay kasi a lot of people are asking for a replay video.
Yes, you can watch the replay. We'll probably share it in the comment section. Mas promote po kasi namin to sa sa LinkedIn. Ayan.
Okay.
Kasi pang LinkedIn talaga supposedly itong training. Ayan, if you have questions, ayan po, please say it now. Okay? And attendance check po pala. Ayan. For attendance check, please comment down below. Hashtag thanks Coach Rox. Okay? Comment down. Hashtag thanks Coach Rox. So ayan. From there, malalaman natin kung sino pa rin yung nandyan at sino yung hindi mananalo sa raffle. Okay? And if you are my LinkedIn connection, no, okay? I am sharing this to all of you now. Thanks. Ayan. What I am sharing right now is the certification prep for Excel. If you want to get to be certified in Excel, ayan, I'm sharing this course to you. Ayan, para sa mga gusto pong lumevel up, maging certified. And if you would like to take the exam, chat nyo lang po ako, PM nyo lang din po kami ni Coach Rox. Hindi lang masyado namin palang pinopromote sa ating mga kapatid. Madalas kasi Adobe and Autodesk, but we are also a certification exam for MOS. Ayan, and looking forward to partner with Miss Rox for that in the near future. Nagkataon lang, kinalimutan na po namin to, Miss Rox eh.
Okay.
Dati talaga I think this was basic, pero again sa engineering din po kasi ako, no, we have, I remember that time we have geometric dimensioning and tolerancing made in Excel. We can do a lot of wonders talaga sa Excel na yan. So I'm sharing this to all of my connections. Ayan, shared now. Okay, so if you have downloaded LinkedIn Learning app, you can watch the course that I have shared to you all. Ayan, yun po yung maganda din doon. Okay, so in the future, if you would like me or Miss Rox to share something to you from LinkedIn Learning, kaya po namin gawin yon. So basically, LinkedIn Learning is like Netflix. The difference is Netflix is entertainment. And LinkedIn Learning is for education. Yan. Okay, so what we're giving is LinkedIn Learning subscription 3 months. It's valued at $90. Sana po alam nyo kung paano gamitin. Connect lang po kayo sa amin if you kung paano nyo ma-utilize. But just to share, Miss Roxanne, to everyone, kami po, I hunt down clients through LinkedIn using a LinkedIn subscription. I am currently in business. Magkano ba yung business? Parang $60 a month. Ayan. At ang dagdag na benefit yan is LinkedIn Learning subscription. Okay? At wag nyo pong kalimutan, sorry po, late lang namin nalaman, Miss Rox has a YouTube channel. Please subscribe to their YouTube channel. It's Excel Hub. And please connect with Coach Rox in LinkedIn. Mahalaga po yan. Okay? So nakakatuwa po, milestone. Parang sa lahat po ng, actually this is not speaking, this is training. Mostly kasi po sa LinkedIn Live, it's speaking and sharing something inspiring. Well, this is inspiring as well, but parang mas gusto ata lahat ng mga tao ngayon training talaga instead of Miss Rox. Okay?
Yes.
Okay,
Upskilling.
sa mga hindi nakakaalam, ako din po ay nagtuturo kapareho ni Miss Rox. At ako po ay taya next week for After Effects. Just to add, if you would like to level up your Excel, for example, I can animate the Excel data, those graph charts. I can make it as a video animation, as an infographic in After Effects. Kung gusto nyo po matutunan yung basic, ako po yung taya. I will be sharing, I will be teaching After Effects. Ayan po, ano ko ba ma-share? Basta, I will be teaching After Effects in 5 days, October 24, 2 p.m. Ayan. So, pareho po kami ni Miss Rox na mga roots. We started out doing free trainings. Ako po, I started out teaching AutoCAD. Ayan. Okay, so Ayaw niyo magtanong, ha? Puro thank you, thank you. Thank you for joining us, Miss Gladys,
I'm
Ma'am
excited ba
Victoria.
sa raffle yan?
Oo. 'Wag po
Kaya 100
sayangin,
pesos.
okey? 'Wag po sayangin sa mga nanalo, 'wag po sayangin. So, basically, let me give you a sample of LinkedIn Learning, ayan. You can access kahit ano dito, whatever it is that you would like to know, may it be finance, website, ayan, so super dami. And, once you have finished anything dito, may makukuha po kayong certificate. And some of the trainings here are, what do you call this? Iba kasi tawag sa states, hindi CPD. Pero it has professional development units. I saw something in PMI. May mga ano dito na wherein you get to have ano credential or units, PD units. Same din sa mga accountants. So sobrang dami po matututunan diyan. Ayan. Okay, so nasa na ba yung will decide? Marami nag-register, Miss Rox. Ito po yung nag-register lahat. Malaki ngang silbi talaga 'tong ano ma'am 'no, na dashboard na 'to. Nagkataon lang pinakita niyo, 'di ba Miss, Rox, about sales. Pero definitely ang daming, application nito. May it be, engineering or kahit
Yes.
ano pa 'yan. Ayan. Sa mga engineers, Miss Rox, ano pong, makikwento ko sa kanila, why should they learn or, focus or hire someone na Excel dashboard?
Siguro depende rin sa data na mina-manage nila. If some of the engineers are expecting or if they're doing some decision making sa business nila, it will definitely benefit them. I'm just not familiar sa mga reporting pa ng mga engineering masyado, pero as long as they need some reports for decision making, pwede naman siya.
Oo. Pero kayo Miss, Coach Rox, ano po ba mostly yung mga clients niyo? Anong industry sila, pharma or something?
Iba-iba yung industry. I have like Australian clients in different industries, no? Minsan merong real estate, merong mga cargo companies, merong mga digital marketing. Tapos sa Excel Hub kasi before the pandemic happened, we are teaching the dashboard development course sa different companies. Yung last namin naging client was Solaire sa Pasay before. Kaya lang we had to do everything online for now. So hindi na kami nakakapag workshop. So before kasi talagang classroom setup kami. So ayun, before the
Ayan.
pandemic happened.
Mm. Ayun, kasi alam niyo naman yun, domain ko po is architecture, engineering, and construction. I'm sharing this to you sa mga engineers dyan, no, na hindi pa alam yung Excel. I'm sharing this to you like for example, Excel data in Dynamo. Okay? The Dynamo is used in creating intelligent buildings. So ayan, example po of linking Dynamo to Excel to Revit. Okay? Eto po yung nag-register, kadami, ayan, ganyan sila kadami. Dapat pala si Miss Rox lang pipindot nito. Okay, so we're giving away 5 for now. PM me today kung nanalo po kayo, ha? Okay? So our first winner is
I know this girl. Estudyante ko to.
ayan, Miss Marjorie. Okay, remove na natin siya. Next! Lara? May sounds pa pala 'to na sigaw. Ang tanong, nandito pa po ba kayo o nag-register lang kayo? O lahat po estudyante ni Coach Rox,
Halos kilala ko yung mga nanalo. Mga estudyante ko na dati pa.
Okay naman, buti naman. Si Rio.
Wow, seryo. I'm not sure if
Okay.
they're...
So kung hindi nyo po ako ipi-PM na nanalo po kayo today, ayan, ipaparaffle na lang namin ulit to kay Miss Rox sa mga as giveaway sa kanyang mga attendees pa sa mga coming mga ayun, mga trainings ni Coach Rox. Ayun. So, wala kayong tanong. Okay?
Merong isang question I think, which is better for you, Excel or Google Sheets, sabi niya. So, yeah, just to answer that, I'm using Google Sheets a lot no recently because of a client. Tapos pero hindi ko siya ginagamit for dashboard development. Super limited kasi yung features ni Google Sheets and sobrang konti ng kaya niyang i-manage na raw data. So what I'm using is Google Data Studio, which is Google pa din. So from Google Sheets, I create dashboards in Google Data Studio. Hindi naman siya ganun ka-advanced kagaya ni Excel, pero if you would like to have an online dashboard, yung mga access ng mga boss nyo, kahit na hindi nyo na i-attach yung file, I would recommend Google Data Studio for online version. Though si Excel for Office 365, pwede naman siya maging online kasi we have online Office 365 naman, di ba? So, mas okay pa rin yung features ni Excel. Mas marami pa rin siyang features. Ang disadvantage niya lang is for yun, yung mga online or real-time collaboration ng data. So, yun. Thank you for that question.
Sino pa? Tanong lang po habang nandito. Okay? So wala. Anyways, just to add po, no, if you know someone who has a message or an advocacy to share, inviting you to be our next sharer like Coach Rox for LinkedIn Local Philippines Live. Ayan. So ang goal lang po natin sa LinkedIn Local Philippines, ayan, ay makatulong. And I'm sure yung ginawa po natin today with Coach Rox ay nakatulong po sa inyo. Ayan. HR, ayan. Coach, how about in HR related po? How can dashboard report can help?
We had clients na HR, nag-train kami ng mga HR employees in the past, and napansin ko ginagamit nila yan for determining the one report na I saw is to determine the most violated na rules nila. 'Di ba sa HR meron silang mga violations? So ano ba yung mga madalas na makommit na mga employees nila na mga violations na within their organization? I've seen a report like that na we were able to automate. We also encountered mga inventory reports nila. May mga nagpa-automate sa amin ng inventory reports. For HR, halos yon, headcount related, roster related reports, dashboard, or yung mga most violated ng mga employees. Siguro marami pa. Again, as long as you guys have data, pwede mo naman siyang gawan ng dashboard. Wala naman siyang pinipiling data basta meron kayong gustong makitang trending, 'di ba? Ano yung mga monthly trending na numbers na gusto ninyong makita basically. So, 'yon. As long as you have a data that you would like to play around with, especially yung mga social media managers, dyan, 'di ba, sa Facebook pages, you can export the insights in CSV format. So you can create a dashboard about how many likers are you getting, followers, how many unlikes, yung demographics ng audience ninyo, ano yung mga pinaka high engaging na content, yan yung mga magandang gawan ng reports for social media managers naman.
Oo nga 'no, maraming, oo nga 'no, parang it's, a new type of ano pala 'no, parang job title yung someone na who can analyze yung data analytics sa 'yan totoo sa Facebook
Mm.
and,
Sa
YouTube.
Upwork marami yan, eh. Very in demand yan sa Upwork din, tsaka sa online jobs. Tsaka minsan kahit no virtual assistant ka, kasi I'm teaching virtual assistants or freelancing din. So, it's a good skill na pwede mong ilagay sa resume mo kasi at least magiging multi-skilled ka if you know how to develop a report. So, yun. Again, thank you so much everyone for watching. Thank you, sir, for inviting me din.
Ayan. So, again, ipo-post na lang po namin yung ano 'no, yung link for the replay, ayan. Tapos ayan, thank you so much, Ma'am, Ma'am Rox, diyan ka lang po saglit, pag-end ko ng broadcast. Okay, so thank you po ulit and, see you sa replay and, sa future pong, future events of Likin Local Meet Philippines. Thank you, thank you!
Thank you. Bye.